Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a new SGB Let's Play. I'm Matt.
I'm Johnny.
I'm Elliot.
And we're kicking off Halloweenfest. Well, actually, no, I'm lying. Welcome to my first pick of Halloweenfest.
Wait, we already kicked
MediEvil 2.
Now, we haven't done MediEvil 1 since 2012, I want to say.
Right.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Yes, it has.
It's been 3 years since we did MediEvil 1 for the PlayStation 1.
And as we last remember here, Sir Fortesque took out his spear and slayed Zarok. And we hightailed it on out of there. And the time machine blew up.
That's right, there was time travel.
No time travel, just time...
Machine, yeah.
Traveling through the time machine.
Through the time machine, yeah.
So apparently Sir Daniel is a Time Lord.
No.
So everything's good to go. He laid to rest. He smiled.
Well, as well as one cat without a jaw, and
Yeah.
went onto a dirt net.
So then we find ourselves now in, was it 19th century?
19th century London.
19th century London.
That's right.
Now we're time traveling.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah, it's been 3 years.
So what's pretty much going on here, Matt?
Pretty much, Winston's going to say it best when we first talk to him. It's a new world, but with the same old problems.
Wait, Winston from Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Winston the Ghost.
Oh, okay, that had to be on purpose then.
Possibly. Now, MediEvil 2, I don't find as entertaining as MediEvil 1.
Really?
For starters, it's a game that builds on its own... remember when I was about to say, Winston said it's a new world with the same old problems?
Yeah.
Booyah.
Okay.
It's a game, and also, paradoxically enough, it's a game that built on its faults. Now, usually when you hear that... in other words, a game that you hear that means, oh, so they learned what they did wrong in the first game and tried to improve on that. No.
They heard what they did wrong in the first game, and then they still kept it.
Well, I imagine it was an attempt to fix some of the faults, but they didn't.
They ended up making it slightly worse, if not more mundane.
Right. This here is our nemesis, Palethorn. He's actually a successful industrialist, but he's also a lower class cockney, so to speak.
His name is deceiving. He's not pale at all.
I think his real name is like Palin Roberts or something like that. He has a real name, but I forget what it is at the time.
You know, if we wanted to fight creatures in 19th century London or any kind of time in London, we could have just played Nightmare Creatures.
Perhaps, yeah.
Or Bloodborne.
Oh, yeah.
So is that the same staff that the wizard was using in the last game?
Zarok, in a way, no, that's kind of his own cane stick, but he is using Zarok's spellbook to create the madness. So basically, certain pages somehow turned up throughout the time frame, and Palethorn's been collecting them to try to rule the world. There's a social message in this, too, near the end, as it shows, because Palethorn's really all in this for a little respect. And back in the time, I'm not sure if it's still true today, forgive me, British viewers, but there is somewhat of a class cut between the upper class and the lower class. Dichotomy, bless me. And basically, Palethorn's in it for world domination to help him get the respect he needs to be seen better than his class.
Despite the fact that he's already, like you stated earlier, a successful industrialist?
Like I said, they kind of fuck up quite a few things in this game.
Yeah.
How do you get respect when you already have respect? By trying to get more respect by doing other things that people won't respect you for.
First comes the power, then comes the ladies, then comes the money.
And then more ladies.
That little fellow there is going to be a big help. He's the spiv. It's a Cockney term for a man of ill repute. Despite that, he sells good stuff.
Yeah. I feel like we're in Gex.
Yeah, because the intro was similar. I remember us saying the exact same thing when we started MediEvil 1. So what's going on here? Is this pretty much our file select?
Yep.
Our options? Yeah.
Let's kick it off. All right.
Does it still stay true to its quirky, kooky nature?
It lost some of that.
Oh.
Really?
I'm not going to mince words. That's one of the few things. MediEvil 2 missed a prime opportunity for some fish out of water humor.
Like what?
You know how Dracula was... You know how in Lord's Shadow 2, Dracula was in the world... It was in our Year of Our Lord 2015?
Yeah.
They did fucking nothing with it.
No. It's just Dracula with a car behind him.
Exactly. It's like, at one point, Death tells Dracula to go through the sewer and hijack some medicine or something, and if I were Dracula, first thoughts would be, what are those words?
Animusha 3, it was not.
There was also Blade Trinity.
Sir Daniel Fortesque, back from the dead once again.
Got a no-face there, buddy.
You know, got kind of a bit of a corpse face going on right there.
Well, he is a corpse.
Exactly.
Now, this can really say a lot about the game in question.
It's like there's a bit of a drop in quality from the first game.
In a way, yeah. But the character models were a little bit improved, honestly. Daniel now has gloves. Now, I need a weapon. That'll do.
He says it's a new world.
This here is my arm. All I use it for is to come here, crack it, get my small sword, and put that away.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't look so small.
Right. You now have 2 weapon slots in this game.
Nice.
Okay.
Pretty nifty shit. MediEvil 2, unfortunately, due to some of his designs, requires more of a defensive playstyle, which I can do. Unfortunately, this pretty much means holding triangle and hoping for the best that they block their hits.
The camera in general seems very closer to Fortesque.
It is. You now have 360-degree camera control.
Okay, that's what. Okay, so the camera was fixed in the first MediEvil game.
Yes. And no.
Well, I can see why they want to implement that for a kind of game like this, give the player more control so they can see where they're going.
Right.
Because I was going to compliment that the enemy models seem to be just bigger and more detailed, but that's also because the camera's closer to them, too.
Oh, no, in general, they actually are. It's not even just a matter of being closer, because the zombies do look much better. Mind these fuckers. Just run around, hack and slash, avoid those swords if you can. Remember, I'm not in a position where I could really afford to get hit a whole lot.
So you still got a chalice percentage?
Yep. You get 100%. Same rules as before. Get 100%. Boom. Chalice. And we get a new weapon here. Pistol.
So there's
The fuck?
Oh, wait, fucking pack of hate this time. So there's a Hall of Heroes in this one, too?
Nope.
No?
Took it out.
Oh, what then?
You'll see.
What's the point of the chalices?
Got me. Vampire juice. It'll be... not vampire juice. Monster juice. It'll be explained later.
Okay.
Select your weapon, then use the stick.
That's Winston telling you basically how to work your
How to
guns.
move.
If you press L1 and square, you get to shift between your first weapon and your second weapon.
L1 and square.
Yeah, at the same time.
That's
It's not counterintuitive.
A time before... Because, let me guess. MediEvil 2 uses the D-pad and the analog stick for movement?
No. You can use analog stick in this game.
No. But you can use both, though. The D-pad and the analog stick?
Yeah, but it's actually a little hokey to run with the D-pad.
My point is that because they still assume that people don't have DualShock controllers, MediEvil 2 uses both the D-pad and the analog stick for movement.
Yes.
Unlike future games in the future, it will use the D-pad strictly for inventory.
Yeah.
When analog stick is primarily how you move characters. But MediEvil 2 was released during a time where analog sticks were not the norm.
Right, and hello. That there is Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That's not a T-Rex.
That's a Triceratops.
No, because here's the thing. It's actually fitting to its name. It's Tyrannosaurus Rex, W-R-E-C-K-S. And it's created as a hodgepodge monster. It has its shape takes the form of a Tyrannosaurus, but it's actually made of like a Triceratops, an Ankylosaurus, a Stegosaurus, and shit like that.
But it has the head of a Triceratops.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody paid good money for that.
Take it off.
I hate what they did with these things. They recharge you much quicker. Like, it's not you're just waiting there for like 6 minutes. But if you use it all up, it's gone for good.
Well, didn't that happen in the first MediEvil game?
Nope. If you use it up, it's gone, but it comes back after you beat the level or you leave the level.
But it's gone for... It's permanently gone
Right.
in this game. Oh, wow.
I hate these fuckers. Anyway.
I mean, I can understand why they want to add a challenge.
That's the wrong way of going about it. That just creates that game after a while, unless you want to hunt for energy vials. Oh, fuck you, you ricochet shooting motherfucker.
Is that the freaking musket?
Now,
Hiding won't help you.
Now, here's the thing in this run-through. Normally, I'm very conservative with these, but whereas this is going to be like a file that's like one and done, I'm not going to be worried too much about it if they go away for good.
Now, you talked about how, at a comfortable pace, you can beat MediEvil 2 in about 3 hours. Would you say MediEvil 2 is just overall shorter game?
I think so, yeah.
It'll provide you with nearly everything you'll ever need at a hefty price. Press action to select it.
Okay, so what button's action?
X.
No, I mean, there's no button that says action.
Well, that's because you can customize your control schema if you want.
Okay, there you go.
It's 30 gold for 50 pistol shots. He's actually not super expensive, well, at least in terms of munitions. Services suck, though.
He looks like that kind of guy that would.
He is a man of ill repute, hence the spiff.
He looks like one of those guys that would just stand in front of Hot Topic.
Just stand in front of it.
And he's more expensive than them, too.
He actually just looks more like a scalper. Hey, no, I don't want to talk to you.
Look, I'm not interested right now.
I got that gold amiibo.
What if he was trying to, like, flash me?
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck this shit.
There are worse things in this world. You're a fucking skeleton. Reanimated by similar means compared to the first game.
Right.
Did we actually get to find out how I came back?
It was the spellbook.
It was the spellbook. Remember that big explosion?
Yeah.
Big shockwave reanimated pretty much everything that's dead within a 50-mile radius.
Grab the torch. You know what?
I'm kind of surprised that the Hall of Heroes have been preserved for that long.
No, the Hall of Heroes technically is not a physical place. It was spectral.
Yeah, it was spectral. It was, and I don't think he slept in the Hall of Heroes. He went back to his resting place.
He went back to his resting place, but his spirit was in the Hall of Heroes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you know, I guess his resting place was eventually excavated.
Right.
To be placed in a museum. How did they know his name was Fortesque?
Probably by Dan's crypt. Remember, if you were to remember the cutscene, Fortesque's name was on top of the crypt.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say his name tag.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Daniel.
He's still missing his lower jaw, so he speaks in moans.
But they tried to give him a script this time around for what good that fucking does.
So what, is he actually trying to moan the words?
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, get back here, you.
I'll make the judgment for ourselves.
Get back here, you hellish motherfucker.
Yeah, the zombies look a little better in this game compared to the other ones.
Oh, they look much better compared
They're
to the
less
other game.
green.
Yeah, they're less green, and they were like... They moved so fucking quick in the first one.
Alright, there's our chalice. Now we gotta find a way to get through that barricade.
I gotta
Enter
say,
the cannonball.
PlayStation 1 platformer, just 3D adventure, had this distinctive style where you can tell right off the bat, yeah, that's a PlayStation 1 game. You know, because even the N64, as much of a better processor it had for 3D games, always had shitty frame rates.
Yep. So, Ocarina of Time, one of my favorite games of all time, was like 15.
Runs at 20. It's 20 in the American... I can't imagine what it's like in PAL. But, you know, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Conquer, as we did last year, look great, but they run like fucking slugs.
Yeah. That's lovely.
Not for nothing, the bullets don't really seem to do much damage. But it is like one of those things that adds up when there's more than one.
It's a ranged kind of thing, too, also. Like I said, the pistol's honestly not too bad in terms of damage dealing, but, you know, you're in the early game, and those guys are actually quite the assholes at this stage.
His knees go so fucking far when climbing a ladder.
He is a skeleton.
No, but it's like his knees... Do you ever climb a ladder and you make your knees go at a fucking 90-degree angle?
Yes.
I don't do that. My knees stay right in front of me.
By the by, whatchamacallit, one bad thing they introduced in this game.
Oh.
Fall damage. I didn't get hit
what?
there, but... And apparently I'm not entirely sure what exactly constitutes death.
Hey, why does he get his own statue?
Zarok?
Yeah.
Kind of the same reason why the Holocaust still stands. To remind people not to make the same mistakes.
True.
Hence why we have Palethorn making the same mistake.
Fuck.
Now here's actually an interesting thing about the game. It's kind of not said, but Palethorn doesn't have full control of the monsters.
No, I figured
He needs the rest of Zarok's spellbook for that.
So we're trying to get the spell page before he does.
Bingo.
We're trying to find all the pages
That
for
and to
Winnie
make
the
su-
Pooh's book. That's essentially what we're doing.
That and to essentially make sure that, you know, he doesn't get any other fucking spells worth casting.
And fuck everyone up.
Yeah, because,
Exactly.
you know, we begin things with him reanimating the dead. Like, God forbid what he can do with the full power of the book.
Jackpot. Boss battle.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Derposaurus Rex.
Derposaurus Rex.
Can we do that? Can we just
Someone-
can we just take that picture and then?
Someone made a Twitter
I
account.
love that. I think it's your uncle, actually.
Yeah, that was Uncle
Yeah,
that did it.
Was he did it? Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that did it.
Now, here's a new thing. Sometimes at the midway point, Winston will show up and offer you to save your game. Normally, I don't take it.
Nice one, Dave. If you eat that monster...
He's asking you to save before a boss battle.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna get
Hey,
real.
you've been playing for a while, chap. What'd you take a 15-minute break?
Got time for some tea and crimpets there, lad.
Take crumpets.
Take crumpets.
Crumpets.
Now, this is kind of a weird little put-together thing.
Just lost 5 Twitter subscribers.
No, Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
Nope. Showtime.
Hey, let's see how this goes.
I like how they give the idea that it's pretty much the bones itself that's possessed rather than the whole statue itself.
Yeah.
Showtime. I love the boss battle music, though. It's pretty good stuff.
It has the same dorsal fins as Godzilla or something.
First attack's a fire breath. This one's going to pretty much test your daring dash. As soon as you see him getting ready to move towards you, dash. Okay, he just wasted a fire breath.
He's a bipedal dinosaur. Well, yeah, because he has the traits of a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
So.
Right. What better thing to emulate than the Apex Predator at
It
the
definitely
time?
has longer arms than a T-Rex.
Now, after 3 goes, he's going to try to summon minions. And as a result, exposes his fuck me light. Fuck you.
Damn.
Get up here, slash the brain, you do 200 damage.
Oh, it does half.
Yep.
God damn. Are there, like, alternate means of damaging him?
No, pretty much that's what you're doing the first time around.
Okay.
Can you, like, imagine if they were to make this, try and make it longer? They just keep reducing his health by half, so you do 200.
Well, at first
They
I
do
thought,
100
I thought
and
when
then
Matt was
50.
going to hit the core, I thought he was only going to do, like, a 4th damage. But he did straight up fucking half.
Right. That's 3. Come on. You're pretty much waiting for him to finish the war completely, otherwise you suffer touch damage.
Ew.
Come on.
Okay.
There you go.
And that's that. Yeah, we're not done.
Of course.
Yep.
It's too easy.
Yeah, it was only 2 hits. Well, 2 strikes to the core. Oh, he's got a wing form.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pretty cool stuff too. I'm surprised he's flying. But here's the thing: stay down there. You get carpet bombed.
Ooh.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your money together. You're gonna come see this gentleman here and buy your pistol ammo.
There's nothing in there.
When he makes a screech, he's coming out for an attack. This is basically what you're doing here. You're running around the arena. As long as you do like an occasional dash here and there, he's not gonna touch you.
All of these squares make a circle.
That they do.
So how are you supposed to hit him?
You'll see.
It's like it's one of those where you have to goad him or you just hit him long range.
No, you have to.
He gets tired.
Don't worry about the mooks too much, because he's just gonna fucking bring him back out if you kill him, and it's more trouble than you're worth. Focus on Rex.
Looks like a pretty simple roundabout way. You just keep running.
Oh,
he fell down.
That's alright. I'm right back where I started.
His health doesn't regenerate though. Right?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Okay.
You just keep
By
running.
the
in
by,
a circular
interesting
path.
book.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
It pretty much tells you how to fucking hit him. Wait a
Well,
minute.
the little hint system. It's nice for first-time players. Yeah, so it looks like you just keep running around in circles until he
That's
stops to
pretty
get
much
tired.
all it is.
You got a little recharge station in case you need it. Looks like you don't though.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Here he comes. Mash X as fast as you can, and when he drops, he's out.
Wait, you did do 25 damage.
25 a shot, right.
Yeah. And your little green light is your lock-on beacon, right?
It's your Navi.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's pretty much your Navi.
That was like that in the first game.
Right.
My question is, how does Daniel know how to work a pistol?
I know, like I said, Dana should have looked into that and probably blew off his skull.
Yeah. If he had a bottom jaw, it's gone again now. So
You blew off his, they blew off the prosthetic jaw with that. Anyway, this here's the Professor's Lab. Apparently our new headquarters.
the professor's lab.
Yep, and this here's
fucking
said
hands.
professor.
Will those hands hurt you?
No, you're going to find out about them later, though.
To find him after all. Fortesque, pleased to meet you. I should imagine that you are a little nonplussed as to what exactly is going on, eh?
I find my way here.
Hamilton Kift?
Yeah. He's actually more of an intermediate. Oh boy. And apparently here we learn nothing from history because everybody's trying to get Zarok's spell book. Like, what the fuck happened over the 500-year span? It got lost in history?
And why only 500 years would you... No, why only now, after 500 years, would you start going after it?
I think honestly, it's like some pages just turned up and they tried to make it replicate. I mean, they got a giant demon head in the goddamn thing, so they know it works. It's kind of like one of those human fallacies where, hey, you know, maybe this guy was a fucking stooge. Maybe I could do it better.
Yeah.
All right, now that there's basically your new hub select. You don't really like do the whole map travel thing like you did in MediEvil 1.
Yeah.
Which I personally kind of miss because it really gave a sense of world unity. Imagine the spear that you can't throw.
What?
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
So you just pierce with it.
Yeah. It's really, really good for the next level. And that's about it.
Okay.
So the chalices are just a way of unlocking more weapons.
Bingo.
Kensington.
Oh no.
Yikes. Well, relax. It's not Philadelphia's Kensington. So
Okay,
I know
so
it's
I heard
much
the new.
safer.
I heard Fortescue's new voice, and yeah, not a fan of it. I kind of like the guttural grunts. More like
Like,
no.
yeah.
All right. Every time you get around to like the new mission, or whether through Winston, you have a chance to save your game.